Okay, it looks like I'm about at 11, so I'll get started. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a nice day today. Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Caitlin. I'm with our MSU Extension, Montana State University Extension, and I'm one of our nutrition educators with our SNAP education program. I really like my job because I have fun doing Facebook Live and videos exploring how to make easy, fun recipes that are good for us and nourish our bodies and fuels us for the day. And so today, as you can see with my jacket, and maybe you can hear my sniffly nose, I've noticed the weather has started to change, and it seems like fall is fast approaching. So today I'm going to explore a really easy recipe. It only uses 3 cans. It's called our 3-can chili. All right, so to get started today, I'm going to make sure, since I'm cooking, that my hands are clean. I just washed them before starting the video. And I'm also going to make sure that my whole area I'm about to cook in is wiped off. So I just had my rag that I wiped off my whole counter space to get it ready to go. Next step I want to do to make my recipe is I like to print it out and look at it, or you can look at it online, or maybe you just want to watch this video and learn through this way. But I'm going to read my recipe and then gather my ingredients. So today we're going to use 3 cans. We are going to need 1 can of crushed tomatoes, 1 can of beans. The recipe says you can use pinto, kidney, black beans, or red beans. It's really whatever you have in your pantry or what's on sale. I found this can on sale for 89 cents. And then I also need 1 can of corn that I have. And then the recipe also said that I would like to add some chili powder, so I made sure to grab that out of my pantry. And salt and pepper I always have near my countertop. So I've got my ingredients, and I also noticed that I will probably be needing a pot to warm up my chili and stir it. And I'll also need a wooden spoon or any spoon. And then a can opener to open my can of corn. Now the recipe also says to drain the corn, and that means that I'm going to need my colander right next to my fridge so I'm ready to go. Once you have everything set up, I find it goes super smoothly. What we're going to do is we're going to first, we've collected all of our ingredients. Number 2, we're going to open the cans and drain the corn. Now I opened the can before starting the video, so I'm going to take off the lid, be careful with the sharp sides, and drain it over the sink. Next step is opening our other cans. These ones are pop tops, so they're super easy. You just want to pop the, I don't know what you call that, the tab, and open it. And this recipe says not to drain the beans or the tomatoes. We want to keep the juices to make sure that our chili is nice and liquidy. Once we've done those two, all 3 cans, we're going to pour it in our pot. I'm going to take my pot, here's our tomatoes. Here is our kidney beans. And then here is our corn. Now we're going to stir our chili together. I'm not sure how well you can see, but I'm making sure that my beans and corn are nice and mixed. And now we're going to put it over medium heat. So I'm going to put it on my stovetop and turn to about, mine goes up to 10, so maybe about a 6. I'm going to wait till that's heated till it starts bubbling, and then I'll turn it down. I just need to heat it. I don't quite need to cook it for too long. So I'll do that, and while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to read my instructions, and it says, add a small amount of chili powder and stir to mix. Now this recipe is kind of fun because it doesn't tell you how much to add. And so what I normally like to do is add just a little bit, stir it, taste it, and then see if I need to add a little bit more after a bit. I don't want to pour the whole thing in because that might be too much taste. So I'm going to pour maybe 2 or 3 shakes. Take my spoon, mix it on up. Oh, I turned on the wrong burner. You have to make sure it's the right burner for it to heat up, I guess. Okay, now I'm on to step 4, which is continue to stir over medium heat until it reaches a simmer, like I said, when it starts bubbling, and is thoroughly heated. Sometimes if I'm waiting to cook for things to heat, it's a good opportunity to clean up my mess that I've made. So I'm noticing my cans are all over the place. So I'm going to clean those up carefully. And then I'm also noticing I poured stuff all over my counter. So I'm going to take my rag and wipe up any mess I have. I'll give it a stir. I'm going to turn it up a little bit higher. I'll put my can opener away too. Now, when I'm thinking about feeding myself, so this could be a really easy lunch or a dinner, and I also like to think about what I can eat to add to whatever I'm making. So chili, for instance, I can think about what would make it a rounded meal. And so I think of vegetable group I have and the protein group I have with my beans, but I could add a dairy group, maybe a fruit group, or a grain group. So what I've added for myself is I just poured myself a nice glass of milk and a cup of apples to eat with my chili, so it'll make me, I'll cover 3 of my 5 food groups, which is pretty good. And then I also have a bowl ready for when my chili is ready. I can easily put it in, and I also have my tasting spoon. Okay, let's go check on it. It's starting to bubble a little bit, so I'm going to turn down the heat, give it 30 more seconds, and then we'll taste it. So this recipe is found on our buyeatlivebetter.org website page. If you press recipes, there's a whole bunch of really easy, we try to make sure that they're cost effective or that they're cheap recipes you can find and make easily at home with recipe or with pantry items. I'll also post the recipe onto our Facebook page here, so if you think it looks pretty tasty and you want to give it a try, you can definitely do that. Also on our Buy, Eat, Live Better page, there's classes you can sign up for in your area. So educators like myself, and we've got a whole fun team, you can sign up online for classes. And you can also go on our Facebook page and find a whole bunch of Facebook Live videos like this one that are really fun, talking about saving money, a lot of different fun recipe ideas, and seasonal food ideas. Okay. I think we're ready. So I'm going to turn off my heat. Make sure to turn off the stovetop once you're done. That's a good first step. And then I'm going to pour some in my bowl. Ooh, it looks so good. Okay, there we go. We've got our 3-pot chili. You can see the yellow corn and the red tomatoes and the red kidney beans. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's very tasty. There you go. I hope you try to make this at home. Enjoy it. For me, I'll be enjoying it with my apples and milk. But if you give it a try, come back and comment and tell me how it went for you. Let me check my notes to see if I missed anything. But if anyone has any questions or comment, feel free to comment on this. Thank you all so much for joining me today. It was super fun, super easy too, so try it at home. And have a nice day. Happy eating.